Now the city of Burbank has installed a chain link fence around Tin Horn Flats Saloon and Grill. It is the latest move against the eatery. Last month, power was shut off, but the owners used generators to continue operating. It was then padlocked, but the owners cut through it. The son of the owner was arrested 3 times within a week for trying to remove sandbags placed in front of the building in an effort to keep people from entering. The business so far has racked up $50,000 in fines, which is crazy. Of course, like everything now, this is political. In November, Tin Horn Flats came out, declared themselves a, quote, political stronghold of conservative values. Of course, it plays into the strange, polarized nature of the whole pandemic and the crisis. Some have said it's amusing for Burbank, the other side in this conversation, to put up a fence, a wall. Lots of people there have probably also said those do not work, and yet here they are. Tin Horn Flats was always kind of a rough and tumble place, by the way. I used to go. Even before this happened, there were saloon doors on the front. They had their issues with cockroaches.
Ew.
I'm pretty sure I got hustled by mean teenagers at the pool table one night. It's just true. It just happens. Just sort of those valley experiences. What is next, of course, is if they pay the fine, there's a chance that they could open back up, but they say on principle they don't want to do it.
Of course not.
Mm-hmm.
They argue that the health order from the state and the county department of health wasn't legally binding. They say it wasn't constitutional, and they will continue to fight it. This is all, by the way, of course, in dispute, and like all laws at some point, subject to interpretation. And by the way, you can get a lot of interpretation if you have money and representation. Like we said, they were represented by Mark Garagos. Even before their connection to Mark Garagos, the Lepjian family, they're well connected. They've got lots of property, lots of restaurants, seemingly lots of money, and they can probably keep this up. Take a minute and step back, right? It's not about the health order anymore, right? This is now so very Los Angeles. It's a David and Goliath real life drama playing out on Magnolia Boulevard. At some level, Tin Horn is probably doing better from this. It's publicity for them. They have become martyrs in a way, standing up to the oppression of California, as they say. It is funny, though, how there's this weird conundrum because some have commented they will never do business with a place like this. And other people say they will go out of their way to do business with a place like this. Good drama, especially for us, of course, in the news business. But you almost wonder at this point, should the city just like move on, be a better person city, rise above the drama?
Person city.
I guess. Like getting hustled by like teenagers, though, ultimately it is meaningless and mostly embarrassing for the adults wherever they are. Not here.
Robert.
Yeah. It's just if you want to make the example out of them, what an example to what, like for the next time we have a lockdown. So other
Right.
Like what? Like I don't understand what's the purpose to continue this vendetta. The city. I understand they broke the rules, they broke the law, and other people should not follow suit.
So is the leg that the city is standing on is about them not paying the fines? So is all of this now kind of from their standpoint stemming from that issue, hence the fence and everything? The continuation
I think it's
of everything?
kind of all of it, right? I think it's, yes,
Right.
it's the fine, but it's also like we have laws, and this is fair. They say we have laws, they should be followed. I don't know what the legal term is. I don't think it's reciprocity, but there's something about where if the law doesn't exist anymore, but you broke it while it was a law, you still broke the law. Now, if that ever went to court or something, like would there be someone who would say, okay, well, you know, but I think now it just becomes a thing where it's about ego for both
Right.
of them, and it's about trying to sort of like, you know, make their claim or stake their claim and then stay there with it. But I don't know. Who is it hurting at this point is a good question, because
I guess my
restaurants
question
could
too
be
is
open.
now that things are reopened and restaurants are allowed to reopen, the fact that they've put this now fence around the restaurant, where like how is the city allowed to do that? I mean,
And
at
that's
this
why you're
point,
saying it's because they haven't
So-
paid off the fines. Or
right? So
whatever.
is the fines what they're using as kind of the, I guess, reasoning?
So the city
to
of
take this
Burbank
further?
has pulled their health permit. They are operating now as a restaurant without a health permit.
I see.
So they're operating illegally, essentially. So I think that they do have legal grounds under those rules, I guess, to shut them down. But like we saw before, they put a padlock on the front doors, by the way. The Lepjian guy cut the padlock, right? They put sandbags in front of the wall. this guy's removing the sandbags. They arrested him 3 times for doing that. I'm sure they'll just cut this down. And again, I don't know. It's just kind of to a point where it's like, at a certain level, can you restrict people from doing something? And it doesn't look like, at least in California, which, famously is, I think, pretty good on criminals for the most part. It doesn't seem to be like, I'm just thinking like here or Texas, where people have a different relationship with the police. I think if somebody showed up and said shut down here, people would be like, all right, shutting down. Yeah. And it's just different. California's just a different place. And then obviously, they like we said, David and Goliath, it's a thing for them now. It's a game.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I always think of when the councilman, Constantine Anthony, I think, in Burbank, called upon the Rosa Parks incident, saying, well, Rosa had to sit in jail because the law at the time was, and I'm like, I don't know if I would invoke Rosa Parks in your argument, sir.
Pull that one out of the bag.
Also, so you're saying it was right of her to have to sit like that? You could use that as making your case the other way too. So this whole thing is just